Hey everybody, Ryan from True Grit Strength here. I am excited because I have an awesome exercise for you guys to do today. This exercise is going to be perfect for you if you are struggling to stay consistent with a current nutrition or fitness routine. All right, so here's the exercise. All right, so what we're going to do is, oftentimes when I interview clients, and this was true for myself too when I first got it started, is everybody who's a little bit older, in their 30s, maybe 40s and beyond, have this idea or this picture in our head of this previous time in the past where we were at our best. Whether that's when we were at our healthiest or, in the best shape of our lives, or when we were at our leanest or our ideal weight or whatever it is. For me, I was in the best shape of my life previously when I was in high school because I was playing sports all the time. And I just had a super active lifestyle that obviously changed as I got older and, became an adult and started working in an office and all those things, right? That sounds familiar probably for a lot of you. So, the key is people will always sort of identify this person in the past that they once were that they really would like to get back to. And oftentimes they think that they can't do it for whatever reason. Maybe they think that it's too late to regain what they've lost or they don't have the time or whatever. But I ask you to please kind of clear your head and adjust your expectations and follow this exercise and see what you can come up with. Because I bet by the end of this video, you'll be able to identify a whole list of behaviors that you can start to incorporate into your routine today that will get you on the path to get back to where you were, all right? And to get you regaining some of that athletic qualities and regaining and getting in better shape and losing the weight that you want to lose or getting the body that you used to have and that you want back or whatever it is, all right? So stick with me. All right, so here's what we're going to do. So you're going to try to, pause this video and think back to that person. Think back to that time where you were being successful, where you were super successful with whatever it is that you're trying to achieve today. All right, once you've kind of identified that point in time, all right, get a piece of paper and a pen, and you're going to list out 10, 15, 20 behaviors and habits that you had at that time, all right, that were contributing to your success. So this might take you some time and digging a little bit deeper to kind of try to identify what it was that was, leading to helping you to be successful at that period of time. So for example, for me, I was super active in high school because I was playing multiple sports, at a time, and I was in rec leagues and all of these extracurricular activities that were all super active. All right, so if I'm trying to identify habits and behaviors of that time, I'm thinking, okay, I had the accountability of a coach. I had the accountability of a team who I didn't want to let down. I had the support of my family that was kind of holding me to, the agreements and the commitments that I had set for myself and making sure that I still showed up and that I didn't, miss practice or whatever. So that accountability part is huge. I was eating pretty healthily. I prioritized active activities, obviously, over laying in the couch and watching TV and all those kinds of things, right? So we're listing out all the habits and all the behaviors that, contributed to our success. All right, so once you have that list, what you're going to do is you're going to cross off all the things on that list that you're still doing today. Okay, so any habits these are things that you do on a regular basis without really much thought. Okay, so no new habits, things that are you're yes, I have this down. This is still part of who I am. This is still part of my daily routine. Whether that's you're really good at staying hydrated or you're still really good at getting a lot of sleep or whatever it is that you're still doing, you're going to go ahead and cross those things off the list because you're still killing it. All right, the next thing you're going to do is look back at that list at what's left. Okay, and these are, the things that are left over are obviously, no judgment here, things that you've maybe let slip, from that point in the past until now. Something happens, life happens, we get new responsibilities, life changes, our bodies change, whatever it is, something's happened and we're no longer, regularly participating in these behaviors. Okay, so you're going to identify which ones that you've kind of let slip to the wayside. Okay, then all you're going to do is you're going to pick one thing. Okay, this is the most important part of this. Okay, one thing from that list and you're going to start doing it today. Okay, so that's it. Don't get overwhelmed with, I got to incorporate all these things or I've got to reinvent the wheel and try something completely new. What's awesome about this exercise, not saying that, you shouldn't try new things, but what's awesome about this exercise is it allows you to look at what previously led and contributed to your success and it lets you incorporate that into your life now so that you can slowly start to work your way back to getting back to that person. This is why I love this exercise, right? So if you were at your leanest, fresh out of college and you had the body of your dreams and you want to get back there and you weren't doing keto back then, like think about what your diet was like back then and then start to incorporate some of those habits, right? Or if you had a diet back then that you tried that worked really well, maybe you just need to do that again. So I think this, what it does is eliminates a lot of wasted time and a lot of trial and error trying to try the latest fad or jump on the latest bandwagon or whatever and just hoping that you'll see success. And it's really looking back to the past to give us the data that we already have, and expose the behaviors and the habits of what we already know we need to do to be successful, because that's what contributed to our past success. All right, so that's what I want you to do. And I want you to really focus on only adding one thing. So you're going to pick one thing from that week, from that list, and you're going to continue to do that for 2 weeks until you feel like you really firmly rooted it as a habit and you feel really confident that you can stick with it. All right, then you're just going to add another thing. And we're just going to keep doing this in 2-week increments until, before you know it, all of those things on that list are now part of your regular habits and behaviors. And guess what? You've made extreme progress in a very short period of time, and you are well on your way to getting back to that desired physique, back to that, epitome of health or whatever it is that you're looking to achieve, right? All right, so yes, what's awesome about this is you will start making progress today, because you will slowly start to incorporate these habits and you will be making lifelong lifestyle changes in a very, very incremental path, right? That will allow you to kind of avoid being super overwhelmed and needing to try all these like fancy things and making things ultimately way more complicated than they need to be. So this is very, very simple. All right, that's pretty much it. So I encourage you to do this exercise today. It shouldn't take you more than 10-15 minutes, but definitely put some thought into it, and really dig through some of these behaviors and really think about what was leading to your success. And maybe you need to adapt some of those things, right? So like if I no longer am playing sports and I don't have a coach, but I could hire a trainer, or I don't have my dad banging on my door waking me up at 8 a.m. every morning to get out of bed, but I have an alarm clock, right? Or I have a friend that can call me, or whatever it is. So get creative with how you maybe need to adapt some of those behaviors, but the root of it is still there, and that you're recognizing that you need, for example, accountability, right? All right, so do your best. Definitely reach out. I love hearing from people with stuff like this and hearing what you guys come up with, and seeing what kind of revelations you have, or what ideas that you get. So hopefully this sparks something for you and you feel like you can get started on this today and start making your way on getting back to what you've lost and regaining your health and fitness, and getting back on track. All right. Hope this was enjoyable. Hope this was helpful. Please, again, reach out. Let me know how you're doing. You can email me anytime, Brian@truegritstrength.com. I'd love to hear from you. All right. Have a great day.